Those don't look like anything special. All right, yeah, I can dig it. I don't need the welding goggles with that. I feel like that's a much better look. All right. I'm kind of disappointed the road leathers don't let me wear the road leathers under the armor because the road leathers look really cool. But I can't. I think it was the road leathers, or am I wearing the road leathers? There was an outfit I found, but it replaces all of the armor, and I can't. Um, I can't use the armor if I'm wearing that. All right, let's drop everything
You're
off.
tied to this place, kid.
Yeah, see, I'm using the road leathers. I can't remember what it was that I was using. There was something over here in the apparel, which I loved. What was it? I have so much shit in here. It's hilarious. Nuka wool, newsboy's cap. It wasn't the military fatigues. I'm curious now because I don't remember what it was. Gunner guard outfit. It wasn't the greaser jacket. What the hell was it? Ooh, should I try? I'm gonna try some different things here. Field scribe's armor. Oh, it was the faded trench coat, but it changes everything. Like you put it on and it removed all of my or maybe it was the drifter outfit. We're gonna try some stuff because I don't remember which one it was. Brotherhood fatigues, bomber jacket. I want to see what goes with.
Your energy.
Your energy. Energy. All right, let's play around with some stuff and see what I can find. I don't know what matches with this. Field scribe's armor. I think that just unequipped everything. Yep. Damn it. So this is what I don't know. I don't know what goes. I know the road leather goes with it. Field scribe's armor. That's the one I just did. I gotta figure out which one's whatever. Don't do that. Faded trench coat. See, that unequips everything. That's not what I was remembering. Alright, drifter outfit. Ah, it was the drifter outfit. The drifter outfit is my favorite thing that I've found so far, but I can't wear it with any of the armor. Like it's literally, if I could put the armor over that, I would be so happy. Because I love that outfit. That is such a cool outfit.
More. I hope those raiders.
But I can't. Damn it. Alright. Let's see what else I can potentially wear. Brotherhood fatigues. God, why does everything unequip the...
Pay for what they've done.
That's the same as the other one. It's the same as the field scribe's armor, just a different color. BOS uniform. Oh, that did not. The BOS uniform did not kick. I don't like that as much as the. Can I change the coloring on it? No. Bomber jack is its own thing too. That's unfortunate. So I think we are gonna have to stick to the road leathers. That's the really only.
Another day in
I
the
haven't found
Commonwealth.
anything that I like as much as that goes underneath all the armor. Boo! Alright. Well, I'm about as decked out as I can be at the moment with like all the... It's all pocketed, so I can do 260. Alright, and we have another... Nick quest called the Gilded Grasshopper. How do I get the dirty crimson and black on my armor? It's just like it's a paint job. That's the Brotherhood of Steel paint, John Coons. So when you come over here to the mod, it's literally the Brotherhood of Steel paint option. So when you go into the paint options, it's right there. Brotherhood of Steel paint job. So that's the that's that Brotherhood of Steel paint. I think it looks pretty cool, man. Like, I'm a big fan.
You see a lot of folks at their worst in my line of work.
Alright, I gotta get out of here because every time I try to hold that to go back into my other POV, it wants to open up the workshop menu. They might be part of the anniversary edition, John, if they're not even showing up for you. Yeah, that might be what it is.
Good neighbor. Lowest place in the Commonwealth. Everything not nailed down rolls through here at some...
Can't believe it. He looked just like Sammy, too.
Sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother?
Hey, just your friendly neighborhood watch. Shooting down Institute spies as they crop up.
That's right, Shiny. Fashion is everything.
What happened here?
Ah, poor Sammy got snatched up by the Institute. Then those bastards send this low-rent double in his place. It's pathetic. They didn't make it 2 days before everyone realized something was wrong with him. Then we made the call, and here we are. Speaking of which, I gotta figure out where this body needs to get dumped. Why don't you get going?
Got a reason to be bothering me. I just had to shoot up a synth body snatcher over here.
He was a synth?
Yeah, unbelievable, huh? Sammy was fine a few days ago, and then bam! He's acting funny, gives up cigarettes, the booze, stops cheating on his wife. I mean, the man wasn't a saint. But he was who he was, you know. The Institute ain't got no right to replace him with a synth double. Look, we gotta clean up here. You keep close to you and yours, all right?
The Institute and their synths. Not so scary now, huh? Yes?
Running from something. Welcome home.
Yeah? Can't believe Hancock greased old Finn.
Finn had it coming. You get on the mayor's bad side, you know what's gonna happen.
Brotherhood of Steel. Better stay out of Big Neighbor. All I'm saying.
The guy's got to look his best when he's splitting super mutant skills. I know, swatter, swatter, swatter. Step right up. Oh, it doesn't sound good. I think that's one of my favorite parts about Fallout 76 is just the fashion game. I have had such a good time getting the look of my character just right.
Butts. You bothering anybody now?
Alright, let's be careful here, buddy. I don't want to get shot at by people if I don't have to be. Swata, swata, swata!
Not that it's an option.
It's not perfect gray, but I got so tired of dealing, because I'll tell you what, I had a pro license with Stream Elements I renewed for the 4th year. Renewed for the 3rd year. The first year I only used OBS because I was only streaming to YouTube. And then I switched over when I started multi-streaming. I switched over to Streamlabs because they had all this plug and play stuff, and it worked really well. That first year, which would have been whenever I was able to start multi-streaming on Twitch, and Streamlabs worked great. And then last year, I started to have problems like the middle to late half of the year. They started I would get disconnects, and I thought it was my internet, right? But then there was days where there was 5 or 6 different times last year where it would tell me that I had to log out and log back in, and when I logged back in, it would tell me that I didn't have a subscription, and I'm like, bitch, please, I've got an Ultimate subscription. And that's an annual sub. And it would be 5-6 hours, and suddenly the system would be back and tell me that I have a subscription again. So it was they kept and then they have API issues all the time, and it just constantly getting it's gotten worse and worse over the last year. And I think the cutoff point was whenever it was 2 months ago. I don't even know if it was 2 months ago now, but I just renewed in October, the end of October. And I had another problem where they switched to a new payment provider. So my payment that was supposed to go through on October 6th didn't go through until the end of the month, because I had to go set up a whole new payment profile with another website so that they could do my payment. And then it's I pay at the end of October, and then immediately beginning of December, and I start having all these disconnect issues. And the day that you hopped in Stream Gray and you were I just got disconnected, and I was no fucking way, I just got disconnected. Is it the internet? Is there YouTube ingress? And I was wait, are you using Streamlabs? And you were I am using Streamlabs. And I'm I'm done. At that point, I was if they're going to continue to it's just an API issue, and they're just constantly having disconnects, I'm just not interested anymore. And I do have a license that I just paid for, but it's I would much rather I'm happy using I'm very happy using Stream Elements right now. Plus I wasn't able to really use the TikTok version anymore with having it run through. Ooh, shit. Because we were having so many issues with TikTok and like not being able to moderate the chat and everything. I was, you know, it's made more sense to me to just run stream elements for YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, and then run the TikTok studio for the TikTok side of things. I'm running 2 apps now for my streams, but I have full control over my chat on all platforms now, which is way more important to me than the convenience of like running everything in one place. Shit! I think I chucked it a little too close. John Kuhn says that happened a couple of days ago. He was playing Avowed and then suddenly he wasn't. And it did it again today. I'll tell you what, it took me 5 minutes. Maybe longer. It's like 10 minutes to set stream elements up. It wasn't hard. All it was I had to, you gotta log into all your stuff. And set it all up through. So it's just, you download stream elements. It automatically puts OBS on your machine if you don't already have it. And then log into all your platforms to set it all up. And it has on-screen instructions, Gray. Like when you're setting up stream elements, it like literally has its own set of instructions on how to like link everything and get it all working. I don't know. I know you're on. I think you're only on YouTube and Twitch, so it should be fairly simple for you to get. You just pick a main platform. I picked Twitch as mine, so that's your main platform. So it runs because Stream Elements has its own like chat bot that you can use and stuff. I don't know. I got tired of dealing with Streamlabs. I still use the Streamlabs chat bot though, but that's just set up through. My Twitch, and I don't know if that goes away once my Ultra subscription drops or not, but I've got my Ultra subscription all the way out till October, so I will find out at the end of the year, and until then I will just keep running. Is that turret on my side? I mean, Bubbleonia, the only downside I could see is that Stream Elements is free, right? So I prefer to use paid for services because generally speaking, free services will often, if they suddenly stop providing service, like, I don't know, I've sometimes free services aren't all they're cracked up to be because it's free. But so far, I've only had one day where the API for Stream Elements wasn't working, and it literally told me, it was like, the API is not connecting right now, and it was down for like 2 or 3 hours, and then it was back. So I think that was the one day I used Streamlabs as like a backup, you know. You're using OBS and free plugins. Yeah, see, that's another option as well. There's multiple tools out there. A lot of them are paid, and I just haven't, because I think it's the one that like all the big streamers use. I can't remember the name of it now, but I didn't want to go out and pay for another paid subscription when I already have my Streamlabs. So what I decided to do was run Stream Elements until the end of the year, and as long as Stream Elements is still working for me, I'm not going to stress about it. And then if I have to,
Faneuil Hall. Liberty turns slaughterhouse.
and if I have to at the end of the year, I will, you know, switch over and pay for a new subscription service. But so far, knock on wood, Stream Elements has been working for me.
Where'd you go? Huh? Gonna find you.
Shit! Are you fucking serious? I missed? I'm so sorry, dog meat. I'm so sorry. Sorry, boy. Or Nick. I'm sorry, it was Nick. No, hey, you know what? Nick's a simp. He'll survive. Get up, buddy.
Take long. No fair.
Who is still shooting at me and for where? I don't see him. Seriously, where's he at? I didn't call the dog lunch meat this time. That has happened a few times. Sometimes for fun and sometimes I just forget. Oh, we're actually going into that building. I see. God darn it, I've got like an eyelash in my eye.
Someone there. Who's there? Don't underestimate us again. You'll have to come out sooner or later. I hope you were smarter than this.
Dude, that is a lot of super mutants that just popped up on. Can I? Human. I got a tweet for you that's messed up, dude.
You hear? You hear? Stop hiding.
They must be down. Oh, it says they're up top. Okay, we're good. I think we're good.
I can smell you out there.
Little sneak. At least he didn't call me little steak. I will take all of your ammo and bottle caps, please, because I'm a broke ass bitch now. I bought this commando helmet.
Someone made a real mess. What in a fight?
There's an elevator.
I'm hungry. Human.
for human.
Or tasty. Better than ramen.
Going up.
Not
Third floor.
Oops. Wrong. We're not Starfield. I forgot what the flashlight was. Shit.
I hear something. I'll wear your one.
Look who's
God, what is it? Right through!
Nick, what the fuck did you do, bro?
Scared already? Lights out for you.
Did you piss the whole town off? Nick, look at all the bullet holes in his on his jacket. My aim is shit. I don't need any of those meds. What do we got in here? I need chests. I'm still going up, it says.
You humans made us. Now suffer for your arrogance.
Oh, there's no sense in using that now.
No! I'm angry!
He's angry, guys. Oh, Jesus, how did he... I don't think he did. I think somebody chucked it in my direction. Oh, look at that, a magazine.
Perfect.
Live and love. Companions permanently gain 10 health. Hell yeah!
So much knowledge was lost when the bombs hit. Good to see someone trying to bring...
John Lambert says, Ren, my guy, love seeing you play Fallout. Recently dove back in, I'm obsessed. It is a great series.
No fair!
I'm always happy to dive in. Focused maximized laser rifle. I'm not gonna.
Here, human. I got a treat for you.
Ooh, hello. Dude, there's nothing else in here. Oh, this leads me somewhere I'm supposed to go, though. Have I played Horizon Dawn? Yep.
You're in for it now. Go ahead.
Well,
Guess Marty never quite made it. Don't worry, pal. We'll close this one out for you.
says I'm supposed to go up here. What am I looking for? Oh, that's what I'm looking for.
There we go.
Gilded grasshopper. Breed, food for the grasshopper. Is that going to be in miscellaneous? Shimdrown made it, May 25th, 1742. To my brethren and fellow grasshoppers, fell in ye year 1753, 1755, November 13th, early in the morning, by a great earthquake, by my old master above. Again, like to have met with utter ruin by fire, by hoping timely from my public station, come of the broken bones and much bruised. Cured and fixed, old master's son, Thomas drowned, do not take the promised to from office to really went. What the hell? On the banks of the Charles, where forever as Master Shib, there one can find a life's worth. Please don't make me decipher that. Can I just, like... Champions as Dance and Nick are the characters I feel the most fondly in this game. Nick is pretty cool. I like... Jesus! I like Preston. He's a little naive sometimes, but I like him as an individual, and I think his mission... Like, I like the Minutemen as a faction. I am most days, Landon. Thanks. I do try. It is an effort to be awesome every day, though. Some days, you just can't do it. Some days, you just gotta be average ordinary. Average ordinary... What is that song? I forgot. It's forever ago that John, what's his name, song. I'm just an everyday, average, normal guy. I like American cheese on my sandwich, motherfucker. I don't remember the lyrics to that. I'm gonna have to go watch that video now. God, that's been like 15 years ago probably at this point. The everyday average normal guy song. John look what is his name? That Canadian comedian. John something. Oh shit. We're about to get mobbed.
Sorry, folks, won't be chewing on us.
Regular everyday normal guy. See, I even forgot the lyrics. Minutemen for life, says Bubbles. I agree, man. I really like the Minutemen.
So, Shem Drown had himself buried with all his treasure.
Dude, he's got a sword?
Yes.
Targets take radiation damage. What?
Just can't let go.
He's got copper, silver, copper, gold. You can take his skull? I wonder what for. Fear not. Though devil's iron makes this blade, only he who wields it can make it wicked. Is that the completion of that quest? Norm Macdonald's the only Canadian comedian I can think of right now.
I think we ought to talk.
About?
Okay.
We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you
Jean
still don't really know
Lejoy?
a whole heck
Thank
of a
you,
lot about
Shiloh.
me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
As soon as I wrap up my stream, I'm gonna go watch that video. Because I haven't listened to that song in forever.
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war. Faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do. Putting on the hat and trench coat, I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man, and all that.
Feelings.
Guess I felt they made me the
I must
man
have
I
my
wanted to be.
I look like I give a shit shirt on.
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question
He's
I've been
trauma
trying to
dumping,
figure
guys.
out
We have a very
myself
strict rule in our
for a
chat
long damn
of
time.
streams.
I know I'm a synth.
No trauma dumping
Authentic
allowed.
Institute handiwork. But I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. But my memories, my personality,
I should probably
they're
go
all
check my
lifted from
base in
some
Dune
cop
Awakening
who
and see if
volunteered
anybody
for an
stumbled across it
experiment
with
back
the
before
exploit that
war.
happened the other
I
day.
scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot.
Shiloh says, let me put on my other glasses. See if I give a fuck. Dude, I've never heard that.
Bioengineer.
Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on.
maybe
I
that's
gotta
why the
write that
Institute
down.
tossed me in the garbage
I have
instead
never
of
heard that
turning me
quote
into one of
before.
their people snatchers.
Let me put my other glasses on to see if I give a fuck. Oh my god, I am so using that. That is a brilliant line. I have never heard that. Let me put my other glasses on to see if I give a fuck. What was the exploit in Dune? There was some, I don't know exactly what it was. They made an emergency announcement yesterday and they brought like 6 servers down. I guess somebody had figured out how to do something like to like damage bases in the Haga Basin in the PvE area. Like someone hacked, and so they brought like 6 servers down and rolled them back 24 hours. And they've told a bunch of people to go double check your bases and stuff. I haven't logged in to check mine though. The game's patching right now. I just noticed over on Steam on my other computer. Starfield. Yeah, not even a question. I love sci-fi more than post-apocalyptic.
That's terrible. They really just threw you away?
Sure did. It was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid.
Kids
I think
never
his
are.
name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree
Yeah, I think
more.
the same thing
Well,
for
I
me,
expect
Belloc.
you're
I don't
about
think
as
there's
bored as
anybody
can
on
be
our
listening
siege
to me
anymore.
rattle my
So I think I'm
skeletons.
going to be
Should
fine. But
probably
there's always
head
some
out.
sicko out there who's probably like, oh, I'm on Renfail's server. Let me go see. So I'll check mine later. But I'm pretty sure there's no one else on my siege at this point other than those of... Because we were always... Our siege was always us and the guild. And like maybe a dozen other people. And those people have... I'm pretty much everyone has moved on, even most of the people in our guild too, only randomly log in and play. So I think I'm okay, but I am going to log in and check later. Since it's patching. Kind of forgot about it until just now. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Meow 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 meow. Yeah, especially Allie, since we just did the like welcome back thing. It'd be worth checking out just to double check that
Apparently the
nothing
castle's
happened,
been
and if
trying
it
to pull
did, you
more
can
people. Some kind of situation over there. Better go see what's going
get
on.
in touch with the team since that all just happened yesterday. Oh, he wants me to return to the castle.
Hey there. Is there something you need?
Oh, he can follow you as a companion too. I didn't know that. Well, once I
No.
finish up with
No.
Nick,
All right.
I think I'm going to switch over to Preston. All right, folks, that's a good enough session for me. We're 3 hours in, and I'm a little hungry, so I'm going to go make some dinner, wrap up for the night. Do I recommend Dragon Age Veilguard? Yes, it was my favorite Dragon Age game. I like all the Dragon Age games, but I do like Veilguard the most. Best combat, best graphics, just looks good, feels good, plays good, it's fun. It's a culmination of a massive storyline that takes place across all 4 games. Fuck the haters. Don't pay attention to the reviews. If you look forward to it, you can find it on discount, or you can play it on Xbox Game Pass, you can play it on PS Plus, whatever. Go play the game, Joseph, and have fun with it. Bubbleoni says Preston has the best companion perk in the game. Nice. Well, as soon as I wrap up with Nick, I'll definitely switch over to Preston. Tomorrow, guys, I'm done with Norse Oath of Blood, and I've got 2 days until Towerborn releases. So tomorrow morning, I'm not sure what I'm going to play tomorrow morning. Probably it might be some Diablo 4 tomorrow morning. I probably am going to do Resident Evil 9 because I don't really have a lot on my calendar for March yet until here. Let's look at the release schedule. We're going to spend a few minutes doing some chatting about upcoming games, kids. So you can hang out for a bit more if you want to. The game stuff is done. We're going to talk about schedules really quick. Oh, that's right. The server slam for Marathon starts on the 26th as well. So we'll definitely do the server slam for Marathon. We're definitely going to do Towerborn. Both of those are going to be on Thursday. Isn't Friday the launch of Resident Evil 9? Yeah, so we'll do Resident Evil 9, I think, because I don't have a lot other than those 3 things. Will be the Marathon Server Slam, Towerborn, and Resident Evil 9. So we'll do those over the weekend. March. I know we've got Crimson Desert, which is on the 19th. I'm probably going to do 1348 Ex Voto, which is March 12th, but we've got like 2 weeks for that to happen. So I think what we're going to be doing is we'll go through Towerborn, we'll go through Resident Evil 9, we'll continue our Fallout 4 playthrough, we'll continue our Destiny 2 and Skyrim on Sundays, we'll do some more Starfield. We've got Ex Voto on the 12th, then Crimson Desert on the 19th. Crimson Desert will probably be the entire last half of March for me because it's a big game and it's going to be a ton of traffic. I'm not entirely sold on the game for me personally, but I'm going to play it just because it should be a good traffic game. Then we get into April. Replaced isn't even until the 14th of April, so I've got a whole chunk of like early April that I don't have anything scheduled for. After we finish Crimson Desert, there's a whole chunk of early April. I just don't know what we're doing yet. Because Replace is on the 14th, and then Saros is the end of the month. Diablo 4 is the end of the month. So Diablo 4 is April 28th, which is the Lord of Hatred DLC, and Suros is the 30th. Yeah, the ESO stuff, like, we had really good traffic for the first few weeks we did that series, and then it dove off. I think like the last like 2 or 3 ESO streams I did, I was only getting like 10 or 12 people watching on Twitch, and only like 20 to 30 people watching on YouTube, and that's not enough for me to want to continue this series. Like, if I don't have at least, yeah, it was just not enough people watching anymore, so I just moved. I mean, we did 85 hours, and I was still having fun with it, but at the same time, it's like I got a business to run, so I got to keep my numbers up for sponsorships and stuff. So yeah, for the moment, it looks like we're going to do Towerborn, Resident Evil 9, and the Server Slam for Marathon over the next few days. There's also something else that I think is taking place tomorrow, but I'm waiting until tomorrow to confirm it. Because if we do that, we're going to be doing something on the PS5, which is going to be a sponsored thing, but I'm waiting until tomorrow to confirm everything. So stay tuned, everybody. More fun ahead. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see everybody tomorrow for something. I don't know what I'm playing tomorrow morning, though. We'll figure it out when I wake up. Yeah, definitely, Ali. Definitely. Definitely, we'll do some team up for the Server Slam, and probably anybody else that wants to join. Alright, I'm out. See you guys.